All right, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here. Welcome back to the channel. Got a whole bunch of good crypto news stuff for you today, and my 20-man team that runs the operation says all the cool kids love an upside-down inverted camera. So we're doing a beta test run today. The first thing I want to talk about is Kraken offering a $100,000 reward for the discovery of QuadrigaCX coins. So I don't really want to read the entire article because we have another one where somebody apparently found most of it. So Kraken continues to self-police the industry. Ever since the inception, Kraken has made more efforts than most in the cryptocurrency space to fight against crypto theft. In the absence of stricter regulation, in fact, the Kraken history of self-policing the industry goes back as far as 2014. So they tweeted Kraken is giving up $100,000, whether fiat or crypto, as a reward for the tips that lead to the discovery of the missing $190 million of crypto in the QuadrigaCX case. So moving on from that, this is also on the crypto Reddit, but this is sort of just an article on it. A new research report links a trail of 12 wallets holding QuadrigaCX funds worth $90 million. So not quite that whole $190 million. So I'm not sure if they were going to pay the bounty for this or what, but either way, of Ethereum to Kraken, Bitfinex, and Polonia exchanges. With Kraken confirming that it no longer holds any active Quadriga wallets, the onus is now on the other two exchanges to confirm or deny that the coins are still in their account. So Quadriga doesn't cease making the news. 190 million user funds disappeared, 150 million of which have seemingly been lost in unretrievable crypto abyss. So James Edwards, CEO of crypto research and consulting platform Zero Nonsense, has released a research report detailing the trail he followed to locate the Ethereum exit points from QuadrigaCX controlled, thus internal non-customer owned wallets. Spread across 12 wallets, totaling 649,000 Ethereum paid into 3 market-leading exchanges. Edward speculates that QuadrigaCX CEO Cotton might have used these exchanges as backup storage for Quadriga funds, so they just probably didn't even have any kind of cold wallet system, and if they did, it wasn't quite that big, and they used, clearly, other exchanges. At the time, transferred to some of the world's top exchanges like Kraken, Bitfinex, and Poloniex. These coins were valued at $100,490,000 and are now worth $90.3 million. This ties into the affidavit made by Cotton's wife, Jennifer Robertson, that Cotton might have stored company funds on other exchanges. That is the laziest thing I have ever seen. So more questions rather than answers. However, so this shows some of them like moving into different wallets. However, whether the funds are still in these accounts remains uncertain. Wallet activity ceased on December 8th, one day before Cotton's alleged death on December 9th. Kraken has already stated that it holds none of QuadrigaCX's funds, and to the contrary is offering a $100,000 bounty to anyone forthcoming with information leading to the whereabouts of the missing funds. This leaves only Bitfinex and Poloniex to confirm or deny the continued existence of the respective amounts transferred to their exchanges. Which, I suppose, I don't mean to be too negative here or state that these exchanges would do something bad, but Kraken, Bitfinex, and Poloniex, since nobody has discovered them on, even though just Kraken says they deny it, well, all those missing funds, you know, if nobody even knows that they're on Bitfinex or Poloniex, and we're just waiting for them to confirm or deny, what would prevent them from just denying and being like, nah, these just aren't the same funds? So it's not 100% evident that funds in question form part of Quadriga's own wallets as opposed to that of their users, although Edwards, with a corroborating statement from Kraken head Jesse Powell, is fairly convinced that there's a 99% chance it is a wallet owned and controlled by Quadriga. If he, Kraken customer, is sending from his account at other exchanges, he almost certainly does not have control of the sending address. So it seems to me, it seems to a lot of people that QuadrigaCX really didn't have any much of a cold storage, maybe a bit, but it seems like most of them have gone to other exchanges. Like he used other exchanges as cold storage for their funds, which is just the laziest homemade operation Quadriga possible. And basically this exchange was run on a laptop wherever he went. So this is just a horrible news, and, you know, kind of an argument for regulation of exchanges, because if just some guy can operate his exchange, which is pretty much just a terrible small office and a laptop, and then die, and then $190 million plus, whatever, it changes like every time I read it, is just missing, That's a major problem. Major problem. So another article I wanted to read to you guys is Facebook coin another data grab from the untrustworthy social media giant. So after all of the data grabs that have been going on since like 2004, and you know, the one previous, and the whole Democratic and Republican election, yada yada. So yeah, that's how much I care about following it. You know, and taking people's data and trying to convince them to elect one person or the other person or this, that, or the other thing. And then there's all these apps on Facebook, and you type in your information, maybe a weight loss app. So you type in your height and your weight, your age, and those go out to servers. That's not just an app that you're typing into, like your private own app. That's a worldwide app, and it goes into all these servers, and then they use that data and they give you ads. You ever notice that you look up something on Amazon and then you go to Facebook and boom, oh wow, there's that ad right there. Very, very weird. And I know a lot of people are leaving Facebook. I haven't even logged on my Facebook in so long. I don't even know the password anymore. I don't care either. I just don't care. So, as per the New York Times from yesterday, Facebook coin is likely to be pegged to traditional currencies, which would make it a stable coin. Most probably, Facebook will localize the currency based on user regions while maintaining a 1-to-1 US dollar peg. So someone in Singapore would see Singapore dollar as the default measure, etc. So secondly, Facebook is probably going to integrate the coin into its larger ecosystem at some point, including WhatsApp, Facebook itself, and Instagram. This would mean that users of these platforms will be able to transfer value by sending coins to each other, or using them to platform features like advertising and so on. So at this point in the article, I immediately thought to myself, well, why do you need a stablecoin for that? Why not just a website token where almost like Twitch, where you can buy Twitch bits. If you pay like $10 or $100, you get so many bits, so that you can go to a Twitch streamer, and you can give them 10 bits, or maybe they get a cool kill and you go, well, that's 50 bits. And so you can give somebody 47 bits, or just 1 bit, or hundreds of bits, or 1,000 bits. And that's easier than whipping out your debit card every single time and giving them a payment of $1 or 50 cents for PayPal. So why not just use that? Why not just use a token? Why not just continue with PayPal? Why not just use anything else? Or just create your own system? Why does it have to be a cryptocurrency with a ledger? It just doesn't make any sense. And again, this is kind of like talking about yesterday. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, I urge you guys to watch it, because I talked about the institutionalization, the corporatization of crypto, and this is what is going to happen. This is what is going to happen. Bitcoin will always be there, but it will fall out of favor in terms of institutionalization, because every single company can just make their own website. I remember back in like 2002 and 2000, I remember every company making their own website. And this happened a little bit before that too. Like you could go to various websites. I remember, like watching a cereal commercial that's like, go to kellogg'scornflakes.com. And you're like, why would I go to kellogg'scornflakes.com? Like, what do I order Kellogg's cornflakes from that? And like, you go there and you're like, no, you don't order it. You just look at products and like pictures and stuff. Like, what is the point of that, right? But every company has to do that for like PR reasons, and just like every company has a Twitter, and eventually every company is going to have some kind of crypto, and you could use it like essentially like a gift card. So if someone gives you a $20 gift card and you want to spend $100, well, you got to spend $80 when you go to the store. You're not just going to spend $20. And if you only spend $19.90, what do you do with the gift card? Well, you throw it in the trash. 10 cents, what is that? You know what I mean? You're not going to go out to the store again just for 10 cents. And if you do, you're going to buy something way more than 10 cents and then just get 10 cents off with the gift card. So that's what's going to happen. Give it time. A few years, 10 years, every single corporation and company is going to have some kind of cryptocurrency. Open the cereal box, kids, and pull out your QR code and scan the QR code with your phone so that you can get Kellogg's Cornflakes crypto, and then your mom and dad can use that in the store to buy more Kellogg's brand cereal. That's what's going to happen. Mark my words. It's not like I'm so smart that I'm predicting this. It's just what we've seen in the past with corporations. This is going to happen, and none of this makes any sense. A Facebook coin doesn't make sense. Like, why? Because what you're going to have to do is spend US dollar to get this coin so that you can give the coin to other people. But why? Because you could already send money to people with Facebook Messenger. You know, you can send money to a friend, send money to a family member with Facebook Messenger. Why do you need a cryptocurrency to do that? Very weird. So apart from these features, we can't say for sure what Facebook intends to do with its own digital coin. But even if these possible uses do not necessarily require a blockchain-based token solution, Facebook could easily integrate an existing payment solution like PayPal, and it would work the same way. Exactly. So Telegram raised $1.7 billion earlier via private offering for its own native digital currency, and then every company's gonna follow suit. It's gonna happen. Just like Kellogg's Corn Flakes had a website in 1998. Maybe they had it in 96. I have no idea. But what is the point of that? You don't go on there and order Kellogg's Corn Flakes. You just go down to the store and you get Corn Flakes. You don't need to go on their website. Why would you go on a food website exactly? Like, so that you can read the ingredients and the caloric content? I don't understand it. Now, going to Pizza Hut or something like that, that makes sense because you're going to order pizza. That makes way more sense. You can look at their menu. But these arbitrary products that were creating websites in the late 90s and early 2000s, they had no purpose. But now they do. Now they're PR purpose. Now they bring people in and they show all the products. So it makes a lot of sense. And everybody's going to get on the website kick, and then everything got on the Twitter kick. Like, there's a Heinz ketchup Twitter. Why? What's the point? So people can say Heinz ketchup is good? Everybody knows that Heinz ketchup is good. You put it on French fries. You put it on your burger. I don't know. You put it on everything. What do you mean? Like, why do you need a Twitter, right? But they do. Everything has a Twitter. Everything has a website now, and everything will have a crypto. Mark my words on that. It's barely even a prediction because it's just going to happen. Regardless of its applications and usage, there are some key questions around the Facebook coin. Firstly, how will it be issued? Reports indicate that Facebook is in talk with leading exchanges in order to get its digital currency listed. But why list this stable coin? You're not going to sell Bitcoin to Facebook coin when you have Tether or US dollar, USDC, or whatever, these other questionable stable coins. Why Facebook coin? Why do you need Facebook coin? You could... Because everybody already has a social media. I get it. Because everybody already has a social media. So if you buy Facebook coin, you're going to be able to send it to all your friends, right, on social media. And that's because they're too lazy to research Bitcoin, a real decentralized coin, or Litecoin, or any other coin, basically. Hell, even Ripple, you know, any other cryptocurrency, and they're too lazy, and they sit on Facebook for 10 hours a day because they think that people actually genuinely care about their posts. Kind of like, you know, kind of like your tattoo. You know, people get tattoos. Most people get tattoos because they really believe in something. But you all know that one person that got that tribal tattoo that means absolutely nothing. The reason why they got it is because they got that tribal tattoo because they genuinely believe that people are genuinely interested in their tattoo. Let me break it to you. Nobody is. Nobody's interested in your tattoo. So nobody's interested in that. Everybody's interested in Facebook and all these stupid social medias that steal all of your data and use it against you and make you and take all your money. It's going to happen. This means Facebook intends for the users to buy the coins via exchanges, but if it's a stable coin, it is unlikely to appeal to speculative investors, so it's just not going to fluctuate much. Again, why wouldn't you just send money across Facebook when you already can? Or you could use PayPal. Sure, there's fees, but there's going to be a bigger gap than just fees. Most people are willing to pay a little small fee to send money. But most people are not willing to sign up to an exchange, do KYC, show their ID, wait for that to go through, then buy Bitcoin from somewhere. Then you're going to no, wait, let me back up. Then you're going to have to send a bank transfer to that exchange. Wait 7 days. Wait for that money to get on there. Okay, now your money's on there. Now buy Bitcoin. Now use the Bitcoin to Facebook pairing. Now you get to Facebook. Now you got to send it from Facebook to whatever wallet that they decide to make on Facebook. Just... right? Way harder, right? Why do that when I can just pay 40 cents in fees? Who cares about the 40 cents in fees when I'm sending $100 to somebody? Maybe in a different country or something where the fees might actually mean something more to somebody, but this just doesn't make any sense. Secondly, what information will users have to provide in order to be able to transact using Facebook coin? Of course, everything. Given how Facebook is not most trustworthy, what would you even need to provide additionally to Facebook, except for your social security card, your birth certificate, and the size of your genitalia, right? Because Facebook already has your ID. Facebook already has your picture. Facebook already has your address. Facebook already has your mobile number. They already have everything about you. What else are they going to need aside from your social security, genitalia size, and your birth certificate? Might as well just put them all in one picture, right? Just drop trow, have your social security card there, have your birth certificate next to it, and junk right in the picture, right? You know, and then they're gonna reject it and be like, junk not shown in picture, right? Only half your junk was shown. Please shave your junk so that we can see all of your junk, so that we can, you know, really get that data. We need that data, right? And for women, gonna be a little harder. You might have to go out and buy a mirror. Sorry. Given how Facebook is not the most trustworthy when it comes to securing our private information, yeah, you think? This will raise even more questions as users end up giving personal identification addresses, possibly banking details to the company. Finally, most importantly, in a few years, Facebook will be sitting on a ton of data regarding its user spending preferences and financial status activities, which they're going to sell to every company. And then every company is going to go like, we need a crypto too. And they're all going to create a totally useless stablecoin crypto. And all the little kids are going to be pulling that QR code. It's no longer going to be a little action figure inside that box. It's no longer going to be a little Tony the Tiger plastic figurine or a little puzzle inside that box. No longer a decoder ring inside of your cornflakes cereal. It's going to be just a blatant cardboard QR code. Bam! Scan it. Provide your public key and get Kellogg's stablecoin, right? Collect enough stablecoin and you can buy a whole box of cornflakes with it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Anybody wants to bet me on that? Let's get an escrow going. I'm just kidding. So, terrible. Facebook coin. I would say this is literally more useless than JPM coin. I approve JPM coin literally more. I know I have to say that like 5. That's probably the 5th time. Sorry. More than I approve of Facebook coin. Actually. Yep. It's going real far. It's going real far. I know. JPM coin up here. Facebook coin way down here. Okay, because JPM coin at least is going to move $6 trillion, right? At the very least, I guess, right? You know what I mean? But Facebook coin, you can already send money over Facebook. Okay, you can already do it. You can do it right now, but it blows my mind. So U.S. court denies ex-Mt. Gox CEO Karpelis' motion to stay lawsuit against him. So on Thursday, February 28th, the motion by ex-Mt. Gox CEO Mark Karpelis was reportedly denied by the Illinois Northern District Court Judge Gary Feinerman. The court also ruled to extend the deadline to submit responses to any already provided discovery request to May 15th. So Karpelis filed a motion to stay the U.S. case launched by former investors on Monday, February 25th. In the document, Karpelis reportedly claimed that the ongoing rehabilitation process in Japan is likely to provide a full recovery to the lawsuit plaintiffs Gregory Green and Anthony Motto. In turn, Karpelis moved to stay the allegations in the plaintiff's 4th amended complaint because he believes a class action lawsuit is not the right method to resolve the controversy. Of course you don't. The plaintiffs sought to hold Karpelis personally liable for any losses they suffered from the investments in the infamous Mt. Gox hacks that they could not recover in Mt. Gox's bankruptcy proceedings. So not everybody's going to get paid back. And when you do get paid back, the Bitcoin is valued much less than it is today. So people aren't going to be pretty happy about that. So if you had 1 Bitcoin, you're not going to get 1 Bitcoin because right now 1 Bitcoin is, let's call it $4,000. And you're only going to get like $500. So that's what, like, 0.12, who knows, Bitcoin, 0.1 Bitcoin, right? So you're not going to get back what you had. So people are going to be very angry about that, and they are currently. So I don't know why I say they're going to be. They are, and it's just not going to get back even remotely what you had on the exchange. So that is denied. Recently, Karpelis denied claims that controversial crypto figure Brock Pierce. You're like, Brock Pierce? You mean that kid in the Mighty Ducks? Yeah. Why is he a crypto? Why is he a crypto figure? Oh, Mighty Ducks. He's better than you. He was a child actor in the Mighty Ducks. Are you kidding me? Of course he's better than you. Brock Pierce. He facilitated the $4 billion EOS that turned out to be total disaster, which is literally valued less. There goes literally again. I literally said literally again. It's like the literally day. But anyway, yeah, $4 billion plus the $1.5 billion in EOS that they kept. And now EOS isn't even worth $4 billion. It's so bad. Who declared that he could reboot the trading platform and accelerate compensation for Mt. Gox's creditors. Because child actors can reboot crypto exchanges and accelerate compensation. Of course they can. If you don't think they can, what world are you living on? Welcome to Earth. Your spaceship just came down. And I say the first thing I say to you is welcome to Earth. Child actors can reboot cryptocurrency trading platforms and accelerate compensation. And you go, that's the best thing I wanted to know. I landed on this planet. I want to know everything about it. The first thing I want to know, can child actors reboot trading platforms? Yes, they can. Welcome to planet Earth. In December 2018, Karpelis challenges Pierce's legitimacy, and yeah, he probably should. So that Karpelis could spend 10 years in jail over the alleged embezzlement, and he denies that he stole money as well as manipulated Mt. Gox ledgers. But he kind of did manipulate, because there was 80,000 missing right off the bat after a couple weeks that he took it. And then he had to fight to get that 80,000 back, and he just never did. And then there was this constant leak going out of the hot wallet the whole time that Mt. Gox was operating. So yeah, Karpelis, you kind of did, man. You kind of did. You didn't tell anybody about the missing 80,000 Bitcoin, like, after the first 3 weeks of it opening. That's not good. So CoinMarketCap here, 131 billion. An interesting thing to note about February is that it was a green month. It was one of the basically one of the only green months that has happened in a while. And what I mean by green month is totally green month. So, starting February 1st, we've had these little whale, and you know what? I hate to say it, it's really accounted because of these whale purchases. You can clearly see this whale purchase and these kind of mini whale purchases, not particularly organic. You could consider this half and half. And then the Bart Simpson that occurred a little while ago. Either way, we started the month at like 3,400, 3,500 there. And we are at 3,800, nearly 3,900 at the end of the month. So that's good. A nice little close to $500 increase in 1 month, and stayed there at the end of the month. And hopefully we can keep going with that. Now, in the long run, that doesn't seem like much because we were at 20,000. But what I would like to remind you all is that 2017 should be wiped off of history. It should just be removed in the same way that they removed the 13th floor from skyscrapers. You just go 11, 12, 14. Where was the 13th floor? Well, it's usually just maintenance, or it's just those high-rise, like the see-through abutments or whatever you want to call them. Not an architect, but it just usually doesn't exist, and just because of the 13th, and the whole bad luck. But anyway, we should just remove that, because that was the year of BitConnect and Genesis mining, the explosion of Ponzi schemes, referral links, ICOs. It was just exploding the market. Everybody was buying so they could buy ICOs, buying so they could buy Genesis mining contracts, buying so they could buy BitConnect tokens, so that they could give those BitConnect tokens back and the Bitcoin back to BitConnect, and then receive dividends and fake Bitcoin, basically, or Bitcoin that was given out to some people. So that was just the most mind-blowing scam ever. And it raised the price to 20,000, then right back to where it was. So it started off at 1,000, and I think if 2017 hadn't had that BitConnect explosion, we'd probably be at where we are today. We might be actually a little higher. We might be 4,000 or 5,000, something like that. And I think that should have been the organic growth the whole time, right? So scratch it out of your heads. This is the organic growth where we're at, and we're not doing too bad, considering if you just remove 2017, we should have been at $1,000 and organically grown to what we are at now at $4,000. So just nix it right out. But that's about all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. I hope you guys really enjoyed that upside down inverted camera. Don't worry, it's going away next episode. I was just trying to troll you guys a little bit. Either way, you know what I mean? I gotta have my fun sometimes. But make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like the videos. That helps me out a lot. My social media in the look at my hand movement. My social media in the description below with my 3 social media. I have another Patreon to announce that I will put in the description. I really appreciate that. So Joey Karrafa, thank you for that $5 Patreon donation. I appreciate you, and that's all I have for you guys today. And as usual, I will see you guys next time.